Hi there, this is the story of TeraWulf, ticker symbol WULF. This company was acquired by a Titan member, and right now the market cap seems cheap. Especially they got a contract with Google with over 3 billion. And compare this amount with the current market cap, you might say that this is a bargain. Now, the important question is whether this company at the current price is a great investment or not. And the answer, you will find it in this box. During this video, I'll open the box and you'll find the answer here. Now, to understand my answer, you have to look at their business. And what's next? First, if you look at the revenue over the last 3 years, an amazing growth rate. It has increased from 15 million to over 140 million, so almost 10x. And earnings, yes, they still have losses. Over 90 million, 2022, 70 million, and 70 million. This is good. Maybe after they reach over 200 or 300 million revenue, maybe they can become profitable. Now, you also have to understand, to ask the question, how do they make money? And right now, all the revenue comes from Bitcoin mining. They have 2 facilities and they mine Bitcoin. As the price of Bitcoin went up so much in recent years, that's why you see this high increase in their revenue. Now, the value of this company not only lies in Bitcoin mining, but also in the next segment that is going to be much higher than Bitcoin mining. And that is HPC, high performance computing. As I said, they got a contract. They won a contract with Google-backed Fluidstack. And this contract, the value of this contract is about 3.7 billion over the next 10 years. This means, in revenue, 370 million a year. And this is quite a lot. From 140 million to 370 million, you add them. Over 400. More than 500. And by the way, in this contract, this agreement, they have the option to increase this value to 8.7 billion. So they have the possibility to earn over 445 million a year if that happens. Because they offer their data centers to this company backed by Google. And this is an important customer for TeraWulf. And by the way, Google also got some warrants in this company, TeraWulf, worth about 8% of the company. And you also have to know that this contract will start in 2026. So not 2025, 2026. But you already see the market overreacted. The market cap is over 3.5 billion. Now, the next question you should ask is, how much money will they make on this contract? According to their statement, they expect 85% net operating margins for those data centers. And this is quite high. If this happens, the earnings, they have chances to become profitable. Of course, you also have to look at the risk. For instance, if you look at their balance sheet, they have cash 91 million and debt over 488 million. And by the way, those are convertible notes. This means you will have more dilution in the future. So this is a problem, their debt. And on top of this, let's talk about dilution. If you look at the number of shares over the last 3 years, it has increased from 100 million to 220 million, 380, and more recently 410. And this is called dilution. Your value decreases over time the more shares they issue. It's like this. You own 50% of this company, but as they issue more shares, they bring more shareholders, your value decreases over time. If they double the number of shares, you lose half in value, and so on. So your share can get quite tiny, 5%. And at the end, you'll be entitled only to 5% of the total value of this company. So Delusion is a major problem for this company. Now, if we were to value this company based on their future contract, let's say 370 million a year, right? Starting from 2026. You also add their current revenue from Bitcoin mining, 500 million, right? Around 500 million. And from this level, 3.5 billion, the market cap, yes, if they continue to grow, only if they continue to grow, can reach 5 billion market cap. So the price can get higher than $10 per share. As long as you have the same number of shares. If they continue to issue more shares, the price will get lower. So you have to be aware of this risk, especially dilution, their current debt, and you also have to ask about those margins. Are they really able to make 85% net operating margins? Because it's way too much for a data center. I wonder about this. Now the other segment, Bitcoin mining, as long as Bitcoin continues to increase in value, and there are some chances, the revenue from this segment will continue to grow. So yes, the value may be higher than 5 billion, maybe 6 or 7 billion. Maybe. Because you also have to look at their profit margins. For the moment, even if Bitcoin went up so much, they haven't reported any profits, no improvements there. Now, to open the box and show you the answer, whether TeraWulf is a great investment or not, you can see the answer here. It's not. For me, it's not a great investment. Because you have this massive dilution, which is likely to continue in the future, because they also have those convertible notes worth close to 500 million. We don't know for sure if their total earnings, final earnings, will be profitable, even with this contract from Google. We don't know for sure. Yes, they are saying that, but I've seen this story before. They have high expectations, but at the end, when they deliver the results, the final outcome, with minus. And then, when you look at my upside, the reward I can get from this company, from 3.5 billion to 5 billion, and I also see those two risks, dilution and their debt. And we don't know for sure if they can become profitable. I ask myself and I ask you, why would you invest in this company? Why would you take the risk to invest in this company when the upside is only 5 billion, from 3.5 billion to 5 billion? And if you go to my profile, press join and choose title investor, and look at my portfolio here, I have far better investment ideas than this company, where the upside is more than 2x. So why would I want to invest in this company, TeraWulf? So that's why it's not a great investment for me. On my portfolio, I have better investment ideas. Plus, I also have an investing course, other in-depth analysis, and bonus, a stock prediction challenge. If you can predict the increase in the stock price of TeraWulf in the next 40 days, and it comes true, you get all my money from Titan members. So that is a great deal for you. Now, if you have other questions about my membership or this company TeraWulf, please let me know in the comments.